Yeah. Welcome, guys. How we doing? How we feeling?
Good,
We
good,
cool?
good. Yeah, cool.
Another day in paradise.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It feels like paradise, but in reality, it really ain't right now.
Nah.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. This is the Essence Extract with your boy Andre. I am back with Javan, and I'm back with Rakweon. We have already introduced ourselves. You've already been introduced to them in episodes prior to this, and we wanted to come back to you guys and kind of give a recap of the season, give a recap of what's transpired these past few months, and see what's happening and what's going on in the future moving forward. So, welcome back, guys. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you again.
I mean, I see you almost every day, but it's nice to come back and just kind of kick back. We're just gonna have a cool, calm, collected, recap. Talk about anything that's on your mind, on your hearts, moving forward. And yeah, man, what's up?
Hey,
How we doing? How we feeling?
Hey, feeling good, man.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it's another day overseas.
Mhm.
We come out short in the finals, but it still was a great experience.
Yeah.
Just learning the language, learning the people, the atmosphere. It was great, man.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Congratulations. Yeah, as you mentioned, making it to the finals with the Diosd Saints with a big feat. I would say a very big exceeded expectations, coming into the season as a team that's, trying to make a jump to the next level. I think we, did well bringing everybody together and making plays down the stretch and getting to the finals. You can't get to the finals without working hard and getting yourself there. So congratulations to that, guys. Unfortunately, we came up short, but that's football. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
And I think the best way to approach that is always just to build off that. Whether you're here, whether you're in the next place or phase in your life, or next phase in the team, and you got to go from there. But with that being said, what do you guys feel like being here in Europe? This is your first time in Europe, Jay. This is your second team in Europe, Rakweon. Like, what are the pros and cons, the differences that you felt, Ray, from being in Czech Republic last season and then here in Hungary this season?
The main thing is just like the language barrier, because that joint is crazy, man.
Do you feel like it's the same type of language barrier, even though it's a different language?
It's kind of harsh because this language is a tad bit more harder. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, everything I learned last year, got to put that to the side and learn this language. So it was hard at first, but then after a while I settled down and then it became easy to me.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I can't complain. As an office alumni here, it's kind of hard to get opportunities. So come out here for a second year is a blessing, man.
Yeah.
And I just hopefully I can continue with my career for as long as possible.
Yeah, for sure. Hungarian language is a bit difficult.
Yeah.
Like I was out there in Czech Republic a few years ago, and I picked it up quite easy. I wasn't fluent in it, but I picked it up decent. And then going to Poland after which is a similar language. I was able to kind of build off that. But yeah, Hungarian is different. Hungarian is a different animal. What about you, Jay? Like, this is your first season in Europe. So what did you pick up? Like, what are your biggest takeaways as far as like being across in the other continent?
The build off for Ray said, like, the language barrier is a little bit harder now, only like on the football field, but like just communicating in like regular life, trying to go to like the grocery store, and it's like, like when you walk in, you think that somebody's gonna be speaking English to you because like they look like people back home.
Yeah.
And when they start speaking, you're like, oh yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. But I mean, like, you start to learn a little bit of the language, and then you can start pointing things out, and it's a little bit easier to communicate that way. But I'm scared to go back home because like, I feel like I'll be like, oh, do you speak English? And they're gonna look at me and be like, what are you talking about? Yeah, of course I speak English. But
I think it definitely puts you in a different perspective, because when you go home, when we're back home, obviously everyone's speaking English, but you never know. Some people could be foreign and they're speaking English only because they think that they have to. So, I think it's just like you understand Yeah, we're even in the USA, but it's also a melting pot. So how many people really might be speaking English as their second language? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I actually experienced this without even knowing before coming to Europe because my first girlfriend, my first serious girlfriend, I'd say, we dated in college, and she was Dominican, and a lot of times she would always be like, "You don't understand because this is not my first language," and I'd be like, "What? Like you're in the States, like we go to the same college, you know?"
Yeah.
But if you grow up in a certain type of household, English might not be your second language. You know what I'm saying? So it puts a different perspective on it for sure, for sure. What other big takeaways did you get from being here in Hungary? And you guys traveled a bit too. Like you guys were in different countries over the course of a few months.
I would say like coaching, like from like back in the States is like a little bit different compared to out here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a little bit of language barrier or like stuff like that, but like when you have like, because I had like Dougal and Domi and like people like who spoke pretty good English so they could help me out, which was nice like towards like the I wouldn't say beginning of when I got here because like we didn't really assemble like a good like most of the people we like had until like April, so I mean it took a little bit longer than I thought, but like just like you showing somebody I think is better than trying to talk to somebody anyway.
Right.
Like especially like on a football field because it's like you got to move like somebody's hand positions and stuff like that. So I think like just like nitpicking the little things and details I think really helped us like throughout the season to get better and better like every week.
Yeah, I agree. Especially being a coach, being a young coach and trying to understand and realize like what's the best way to effectively teach somebody. The little small details that are huge because like in the States we speak the language so we understand the lingo. Go left, go right, force the ball or go hard. Like those phrases, they may not understand exactly what it means, you know? So you have to say, this is how you force the ball. This is what it means to go left, even though some people might not even know what left and right is. You know, they get confused. It's like, this is what left means, go left that way. So yeah, it's fun. It makes it fun. It makes it more exciting. Yeah, but it can be frustrating because you understand, okay, this is how I'm triggered and this is how I register something. But you got to slow it down, move it back, and then try to regurgitate it in a different type of way. But I think this is what it's all about. Coming out here to Europe, we come out here to play. We come out here to showcase our talents against guys that haven't been playing the game as long as us, or been getting the same teaching as us. And we come out here to teach them the same ways, almost, you know, of the ways of how we get brought up. So. There's a lot of benefit in that, but you know, there's also dark side. We might get into today, we might not get into, but yeah, it's good. I was very appreciative of you guys coming out here and like being good teammates, gelling with the guys quickly, having good rapport with the guys, and it was very, very, very obvious to see, you know, and it's different. Some guys come out here and they're jerks. Some guys come out here and they don't mesh well with people because they have a little bit of a reserved attitude. They don't want to like really get close to people, and it's like, why are you out here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why did you come so far away to just be by yourself? You know? But it's good. It's good. Any more good takeaways, guys? It's not an interview. I told you it's not an interview. This is a kickback. This is a kickback.
I mean,
if you want to put your foot up on the thing, you can put your foot up on the thing.
You know what I'm saying? But no, man, just being out here, man, like nightlife and stuff. Like it's kind of cool. They'll be like, oh, we know y'all not from here. Y'all are Americans or something like that. Like me and him just be posted up chilling, and they're like, okay, where y'all from?
Yeah.
And we tell them, they all get excited. It's like, okay, yay. But you know, I like it.
What do they really be telling y'all? Because who do the people think you guys are when you guys go out? Tell the audience who the people in the clubs, in the bars think you guys are when you go out.
Well, hey, look, okay. You know what I'm saying? They think both of us are rappers, so I get T-Pain and whatnot. Hey, it's cool, but I had T-Pain money.
And who's Jay?
Yeah, sometimes I think I'm like a Ty Dolla $ign, especially when I have my nose ring. A lot of people thought that, or like sometimes like they'll think like I'm like a hothead or something, and I'm like a rapper or something, and then Big Ken's like my security guard or something.
Right, every time.
Yeah, they'll walk up and be like, "Bro, your security guard is huge." And I'm like, "Bro, that's just my homie. We're
Wow.
kicking it."
Right.
What you mean?
That's funny. I mean, it's almost like, are you joking? Are you serious? Like, are you drunk? Are you like,
I think they'd be serious.
what's really going on through the lens? Because we watch TV, we watch the social media. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you guys kind of favor them. Utah Dollar Signs, T-Pain. Like if I had to look quick, I'd be like, oh yeah, it is them. Like if someone was like, oh T-Pain and Ty Dolla $ign, and I was mad far, and I had to just double take because I was like going somewhere. I'd be like, oh shit, that was them. I bet. But people are funny. People are funny.
Very.
But you get that a lot in Europe. One, I don't know why. Is it because they may long for seeing celebrities from the States? You know, so if you resemble somebody, they don't really know how they would look in person. So they'd be like, oh, are you guys them? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I got a bald head, I've been in Italy walking through Rome, and one guy he was like a store clerk, he looked outside, he saw me walking, he was like, Michael Jordan! So it's like, no. But, you know, he never seen Michael Jordan in person. He might have only seen him on TV. You know what I'm saying? He saw a bald head, a black guy, and he said Michael Jordan. So I don't know. I don't know if they get a kick out of making fun of it, or they may think that you resemble this, or somebody just make it a joke.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's fun. I think it's all good fun. So that's funny.
I mean, it happens low key quite a bit, which is crazy.
Yes,
bro.
a lot.
Like every other weekend we go out, they'll be like, "Hey, we got you guys with the bottle because you guys are like T-Pain." Like he got pressed for like 20 minutes because he was like, "I'm not T-Pain." They're like, "You are T-Pain."
I know, like the whole time I'm sitting here taking pictures and Jay just looking at me like, bro, what you doing? I said, I don't know. I keep telling them I'm not T-Pain.
Where were they from? Do you remember where they were from?
Croatia and probably some other places. I'm like, I had to say it like 50 million times. They're like, nah, man, take the glasses. Yes, you are. I'm like, okay. At this point, I'm T-Pain for the night.
Sheesh. Shoot, I mean, there's acts out there on cruise boats and stuff like that, impersonating people and getting money for it, like Michael Jackson. And so maybe I could have came up on something.
Yeah, we could have.
Get some covers. Get some covers.
Hey, I'm on somebody's phone though. We know that for sure. we on somebody's phone.
That's cool though. That's cool. That's a part of the experience. That's a part of the experience coming out here in Europe and just like understanding that people have different perspectives. People are gonna look at you different. And I think that goes to show when you leave the States or whenever you leave, wherever you are comfortable with or wherever you grew up at, there's people out there that want to show love. They want to embrace you. You know, they want to get to know you more. You know, get to know something that's unfamiliar to them. So that's one of the reasons why I really like being out here as well.
Yeah, same.
Any more good takeaways? Any good, things that you could, give gems to people that watch? Obviously, they may not come here. They may not ever see Hungary. They may not ever come to Europe. You know, you guys were in Spain. You guys were in Slovakia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Spain versus Hungary, for example. What did you guys, kind of?
Oh man, it was just so beautiful out there, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. It was just so beautiful, and it's like the food out there was amazing too. I can't even lie. Oh my God, man. Paella. Yeah, that's what I'm called. Oh my God, man, that stuff was fire, man.
I mean, he don't eat the seafood, so
right. Steak. I can't eat the seafood joint either, but I like the chicken.
I'm not beef joint.
Yeah.
I still eat it.
Nah, I can't do that. I'll be old. Like Will Smith and Hitch.
Oh yeah, man, he was messed up, man.
Nah, but I've been to Spain once. I was in Marbella and Malaga, and I've also been to one of the Canary Islands. And shoot, Spain was dope, beautiful. I've never been to Madrid or Barcelona yet, but you guys were in
Madrid,
yeah. Never been to Barcelona or Madrid yet, but I'll definitely have to go see those cities. But just the atmosphere,
Yeah.
the food, the sangria, the beaches, the
Like,
sun,
the buildings.
the buildings.
That's another thing that like out here, like when me and Big Ray went to Madrid, we literally walked around for like 3 hours just looking at like just up and down streets, just like, oh, this looks cool. Let's go down this way. Like, I think that's another thing that's like different than the States. Is like the buildings are just so much like different.
Yeah.
Like it's just like night and day. Cause like out here, you get of course like the more older buildings, like the parliaments, the castles, and like the big churches, and like you go back home and it's like churches are like half of the size maybe, or like a quarter, like a little portion of it. Yeah. And you're just looking at this like huge like buildings. You're like, bro,
hundreds of years old.
Yeah. I know, man.
I don't know. I think that's been like my favorite thing is just like the scenery out here is just so much different. I think it's more beautiful, but I mean, you just gotta. I guess it's the way you see it.
Yeah, sure.
Process it.
Cool. All right. Well, then let's jump right into it. What are the negative things you guys taking away from this experience?
Negative.
Or what if not even say negative, but more like things that you would like to see change. You think maybe could get things that you would like to see more. How would I say it? Positive. I guess you can say. You know what I'm saying?
I would say like
more progressive.
People be more vocal. Like if you don't know something, or if you're having trouble understanding something, instead of being quiet, going to a shell or like drift off into space, like let me know what you're feeling. Like closed mouth don't get fed. I can't understand you. I'm not a mind reader or nothing like that.
Right.
So I would say that like I'm quick to say if you start talking Hungarian and I don't understand it because my vocabulary is very low. Because I don't understand a short amount of words, I'm gonna let you know, like, okay, I don't understand. Them two don't. It helped me out, and stuff like that. And basically, like, if you communication work, like, it's a big part of understanding each other. Like, let me know how you feeling, or if something not right, let me know. How can I fix it? Instead of like having like anger behind my back, like bring it to the front like adults and let me know what it is.
Yeah. I think nonverbal communication is also very prevalent. Like that's also a way you communicate. So if you're not speaking, the way you move, the way you carry yourself, that's going to speak volumes as well. And I feel like I feel that maybe because of the language barrier, there was a reluctancy or hesitation to try to open up. But there's always ways to open up. There's always ways to get your point across. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you have to type it, I'll Google Translate it.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if you have to work through explaining what you have to do. Like usually, I don't know if you guys experience this. Like if someone's speaking to me and their English is not totally like up to par or they're not fluent, like I will literally finish their sentences for them.
Yeah, same.
And they'd be like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I know what you're saying because it's just context and it's I understand what you're trying to say. So just try. Because we can work through it. We can definitely work through it. So sure. I agree with you. More times than not, you find people don't express themselves because they may be feeling like they can't. When actually, if you just tried, we could work through it because I'm most likely going to understand what you're trying to say. Yeah. And then we can work through that. Yeah.
Exactly.
I get that for sure. What about you, Jay?
To like build off of that, I think it's like, even like with myself, like trying to speak Hungarian in certain situations, like they're like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, you said it in the wrong tone, and I'm like, but you know what I mean.
Right.
That's the thing.
Right. Help me out.
I know I don't speak it, so it's like I don't know. I feel like I can just get scared sometimes to talk because it's like they just look at you crazy and they're like, why would you even like try to say that? I'm like,
that's crazy. That's one of the things that I've learned. Europeans are very like pronunciation strict. In the States, we have the phrase like tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Like if you say something in the ballpark, I'm gonna understand what the word you say. But here, maybe it's because they have so many words that sound the same. They have so many phrases or words that mean different things that sound different ways. That could be it. But that's the context and that's the communication thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like one of the big, for me, and I've been in Europe for quite a long time now, one of the biggest things is the communication barrier, but not because you don't understand what I'm saying or you don't understand what, you don't, it's not because I don't understand what you're saying or you don't understand what I'm saying, but it's just that you're trying to make it hard for us to communicate and be,
exactly.
you know, and have that connection because the pronunciation is not on or the inflection is not how you like it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little bit of a hassle for me. But other than that, what else? What else did you guys take? As far as like football, for example, you know what I'm saying? Like for the future people, for the future players out there who are interested in coming to Europe or Hungary, you know what I'm saying? Like it was different probably for me my first few years in Europe because the leagues were a little bit different. I
Yeah.
feel like it was more competition. We had the Euro Bowl, we had the E5, we had all these competitions that were like running and helping guys like develop and have competition. And it feels like now everything is very spread out. You have the ELF and then you have everything else. You know, so it's not really a cohesive. I don't even know how to really explain it. You know, so like, what did you guys feel as far as the circuit, the football circuit, coming out here for your first year or your second year?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like for my team last year, like the promotion was like, but just about every week it's always promoting something. So it's like it's different. Like, I went from being on YouTube every other week to like, popping up every now and then. So it's like, okay, like if you really want to push this team, like really show them like why are we here? You know what I'm saying? Keep putting that stuff in there. Like more people they keep seeing it, they gonna buy into it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that was different for me. And it's like, just like every team had their own style. Like everybody was kind of quiet. Like, let me hear about your squad. Like, let me show the promo video or something.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
it was just very different
For
for
sure,
me, man.
for sure. Shoot, yeah. Back then, not back then. I'm not that old. I'm not trying to date myself or age myself. But like even so, I can see that. But it could be the spaces. Like we're here in Hungary. It could be that Poland's different from Hungary in that aspect because Poland. When I was in Poland, playing in Poland, there's a lot of this like marketing. Trying to get people understanding like what football is, how the vibe is, promoting their team. Having parties and things of this nature just to get the community involved in their team.
Yeah.
When I was in Czech Republic, more the same. It was more the same for sure. Turkey, not so much, but it's a different culture. But I would say, but I would say it's probably different from country to country. It might be different from country to country.
Yeah, cause last year like we even took it for us going like to the school and like having like like a couple players just come talk and tell them come to the game, invite your families, like saying this is what we're doing, blah blah blah. So it's just like simple stuff like that. That what really matters when it comes to like actually getting fans and people really supporting you.
Yeah.
So that was something different for me.
For sure. Yeah. I don't know. What about you, Jay? I mean, you haven't. Yeah, you don't have anything to compare because you went. You only been here.
I guess I can compare it to college, but like.
Nah, you can't compare it to college.
It's a totally different ballgame.
Yeah,
which is a good point that you brought up because I think European football. I don't know. How do you do I want to go down this road? European football, I feel like, needs to understand that it's football in Europe. Not that it has to change the philosophy of what it takes to win football, but you have to understand that football in Europe is football in Europe. It's not college football. It's not high school football. It certainly is not the NFL. So don't treat it in the ways. Don't treat it in the ways of these entities, like cutting people because they're not performing, cutting people because you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like build. You should be building. You should be building culture. You should be building athletes. You should be building personalities. You know what I'm saying? You should be building these essences of football that make it college football in the States, high school football in the States, the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of countries, a lot of teams, a lot of management, they lose sight of that, and they say, well, this is football, so whatever they do in the States, we can do here. No, it's not even the same. It's not even the same foundation almost.
It's different.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can cut somebody in the States because you have 100 guys that can do the same thing. But when you come here to Europe, you don't have 100 guys that can do the same thing coming after that guy that you just cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, circumstances may play a role, but I don't know. I feel like this is it's something that hinders the development of the game here. You know, like what do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean,
that's not to lead you. You can disagree, but I was just saying.
No, I mean, I agree with you totally. Like, you know what I'm saying? I played with teams before. We wasn't the best, but we build over time. Like, you know, first year might be rocky. Second year we show improvement, and then third year we're going out with a bang. Like, we're the best thing popping. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I definitely agree with you on that, because like you just gotta trust the process in order for something to get good results. Like, you can't just have 1 year and just be like, bam, okay, this is what it is. It's not gonna happen like that, because everybody mentality or physical level is not on the same level. But you work on bringing it all together. Like, even if somebody is weaker than somebody, it's always like a position for you. So I agree with you.
Yeah. So I don't know. All in all, I mean, would you guys recommend coming out here overseas to play football?
Oh yeah, for sure.
100%.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know, personally, I just love traveling. So like, just being in a different country, one is just number one for me. It's just like top of my list, and it's so much fun. And then even like traveling, like you brought up earlier, like I went to Austria, Germany, Spain, Slovakia, just like all in 1 year. And like that's literally been my dream since I was a little kid. Just like see the world, see different cultures, eat different foods. Like I'm a little bit of a big back, even though I'm kind of skinny, but I get down.
What's big back mean?
You be grubbing.
Hey, you don't play no games at that table now.
You just got that wide back on you. But yeah, I would 100% say come out here if you really want to keep playing football, experiencing the world. Like if you even want to make a different brand for yourself, like come out here, like, and you chase your dreams, like make your shirts if you want to make your shirts, make a clothing brand, like do whatever you want. Like I would say just chase your dreams at the end of the day, like have fun with it too. Like you only live once.
Yeah.
Make it the best you can.
Exactly.
Take chances. That's how you build. So I would say, like, if you want to play, you keep your head up, and then you just be a great person to everybody. I think the world will repay you in dividends that you would never think of.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. What is one of the biggest? What's one of the coolest memories that you guys would take from this season?
Oh man, it's a lot of great moments.
It was a lot of great moments.
Man, I think it's what topped it off was our first game, like really blowing out somebody, man. Like we talking about, they had no answer. I forgot which team it was against because we blew out quite a few people, but it was just that first blowout win as a team. Like we had a tough week at practice, you know. Everybody was kind of 50-50. Energy was down kind of a little bit, but we all came together on game day and made it happen. And like it was a pleasant ride back home. So that was the first thing for me. And just like seeing everybody happy and actually feeling it. Like it's a difference between you if you like and you love something. When you love something, it shows. And when you like something, you kind of like, I'm still in the loop of things. So seeing everybody loving the winning atmosphere and come together as a team, that was fun.
Oh, good, yeah.
On the field, I would say just like teammates and like coaches like expressing their like feelings and like love that they actually cared for like me coming out here and like helping them not only become like better football players, but I guess like better people. Just like you said, like we have like really good connections with the team. Like everybody makes sure they're okay. Like that's one thing I really like. Cause like even in college, like I had the first locker that you walk into the whole locker room. So it's like I like showing up pulling up like, hey everybody, how's your day today? Like let's get after it today at practice, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I think that would be my number one is just like people like showing gratitude back.
Mm-hmm.
And then off the field, I got to experience Europe with a couple of my friends. So
That's
like,
pretty dope.
yeah. Like 4 or 5 of my friends came out here, so at different times, which is just a dream. Like it came from a group chat, and then we're here. Like that's all I can ask. Like just make it out the group chat.
Yeah.
You're rare too, because it's like this was your first time in Europe, and you knew people in Europe. It's like, what? You got friends coming to games and stuff.
Right.
Like
I'm
that's
getting
usually
there.
like year 2 or year 3. You know. But that's pretty dope. That's really dope. To have people from your home experiencing this experience with you, you know, and to see you play and stuff like that. That was cool to see. That was definitely cool to see. One of my biggest moments, but it's like a whole moment, I guess you can say. It's just like seeing, I was here last year for training camp, or like preseason camp, you know, preseason trainings and things like this. And looking around, I was just like, okay. And I'm the type of coach now, player, whatever the case may be, in sports. I always believe that you can develop guys to win. You don't always have to buy guys to win, you know?
Yeah.
And I looked around and I was just like, we could do this. We could do this. Because that's the challenge for me as a coach, to make these guys good enough or, you know, competitive enough, you know? And I feel like my biggest moment was when we started making plays on defense. The guys was, you know, hustling to get the ball. We were getting picks. We were getting turnovers and stuff like this. That was like, okay, yeah, we came a long way already, you know? That was the biggest thing for me. And then like already, because the season ended in the way that it did, I didn't feel, the loss sucks. I don't like to lose, but it's a challenge. Like the next day, after the game, I'm just like, I gotta do this, I gotta develop this, I gotta help this guy do that, I gotta do this, you know, change the schema here, maybe possibly. And it's just a constant challenge, and I like the challenge, you know, and seeing the challenge be met, that's a big thing for me. That was nice to see.
No, yeah, I 100% agree with you. Like when he brought up to me the day, it was like, bro, how does it feel to lose your first final? And I'm like, chill out.
Yeah.
Like 3 in high school, 2 in college, and then like 4 in Papa Werner, and I'm like, shit, I've never really like been in a situation to be like, dang, I lost the championship. But like I've been in a position where it's like, oh, I lost in the playoffs. So it's kind of like, I guess you get like this. It's a similar, because your end goal is always to win it all.
Right.
You never want to be on the top.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think losing sometimes can teach you more than winning the whole thing. Just because like you look back and you're like, oh, this should have been this way and this way. And I could go and teach them this drill rather than this drill and actually help them out. So it's 50-50 on both sides.
Right.
Like winning is like, oh yeah, you obviously want to be the champ, but in life, like if you're not progressing yourself to get better and forward yourself, like what are you doing?
Right. They say you win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day.
Yeah, hey, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think, you know, all in all, good season. All in all, fun season. Learned a lot, experienced a lot. And yeah, that's just the way that it goes. That's just the way that it goes. What does the future look like? What does the near future look like? We're in the summertime. It's beautiful out. Are we going to beaches? What are we doing?
2 days. Your boy's gonna be in Hawaii.
Yeah.
In Oahu. I'll be on the beach for sure. I'll be probably at the beach every day, to be honest.
Word.
I'm gonna wake up.
I need that.
Brush my teeth. Look outside. Like, yeah, I'm going to the beach. Just walk straight down to the beach. I don't know. My grandma's trying to convince me to stay for 3 months. Well, I want to stay, but there's just some things back home. So maybe 50-50.
Yeah.
But if I do stay that long, I might just go to Australia and kidnap my cousin and bring her back to Hawaii.
Australia.
Yeah. Try to do that.
Sheesh. I want to be on the beach for like 10 days and just not think about anything.
Yeah.
Just, like you said, wake up, eat something, and just walk out and just lay there all day. You know?
That'd be clutch.
At night, maybe get into some shenanigans, but just be on chill. This year was real crazy. You know what I'm saying? The season wasn't crazy, but you know, just the wear and tear, or the mental, sometimes the physical. You know what I'm saying? Stuff at home, and I just want to just kick it, just relax.
Yeah.
But knowing me, that probably won't happen. I'll probably be up and doing something like the next week. You know, because I like to just keep it moving. It helps my mind stay focused, like just to keep, like we said, you know, keep working, keep going, taking that next step. So I'm gonna enjoy myself a little bit, of course, but it's back to the grind, but the challenge, especially after this, you know, the proceedings after the season. It's more like, okay, all right, you know what I'm saying? Trying to turn up again. You know what I'm saying? Trying to turn up. Time to turn up. So, yeah, it's going to be a good summer. It's going to be fun. And then it's going to be a good off season, of course. And then I'm looking forward to the fall. That's my favorite season because you know it's fashion season.
I'm trying to tell you, though.
So it's my mother's birthday, my birthday, New Year's, and I want to do New Year's actually somewhere. I want to like be in Europe actually for New Year's.
Oh wow!
I was in Europe maybe once or twice in New Year's in these past like 12 years. So I want to do Europe because it goes up.
I can only imagine.
It goes up.
New Year's in Hawaii is fun.
Oh, I can imagine.
Like, fireworks are illegal, but the whole island's popping fireworks, I promise. Like,
On the ground, but like, do you see the ones that go up in the air?
Oh yeah, like you can look up like a 30-second clip, and the whole sky is just fireworks on the whole island. I showed Rakweon, he was like, "Bro, what is this?" Like when I took Josiah, he was like, "Oh yeah, we pop fireworks." I was like, "But you don't pop fireworks like us, bro." And then like for like smooth hours, just fireworks, like all in the sky, like going crazy.
And everything is like flat and fresh, and I'm sure the sky is shoot.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh damn!
But those people, they drink. That's a different type of.
It gets crazy.
Yeah, they start at like on New Year's Eve. They started drinking at like 10 in the morning, and then they didn't stop till like 4 p.m. the next day on New Year's Day. Like I went to sleep, woke up, ate, came back, and they were still there drinking, eating. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with y'all?
I mean,
hey man.
I mean, that's what's up. What about you, Ray?
Man, I suppose I went home this week, but you know, messed up my pinky a little bit, so pushed back to next month. But when I get back though, man, I'm just relaxing, really, just relaxing my body, healing from the season, and then get ready for off-season workout. But I do want to visit a beach and actually, you know, go miles, like Virginia Beach, Myrtle Beach, or something like that, or just somewhere just to chill and relax, like not even be no athlete, just be a regular person. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to chill, relax my mind, my body, soul, all that. Put it all together.
Word up, son.
Yeah. Damn.
Word up.
Word.
Yeah, man. Well, I was gonna ask you something. I forgot.
Oh man.
Are y'all political?
It is, man.
Did y'all see the Donald Trump?
Yeah.
I seen that joke crazy, man.
Y'all want to talk about it or no?
Hey man, it is what it is. Only thing I know, hey, that man, he got his minute of fame. That's the only thing I can say.
He got his what?
He got his minute of fame. A couple minutes of fame, I'll tell you
see
that.
all the 50 Cent memes?
Right.
He said Trump got shot and I'm trending.
But
when I
that's
saw
the
that,
thing,
bro, I was laughing.
That's the thing, man. He got hit and nobody else did though. Something ain't right, bro.
Y'all see I don't know what album cover it was mimicking, but it was Donald Trump with like the black cross through his eyes, and black and white.
Ain't no
It's
telling,
like an
man.
album cover.
Hey man, he's something different.
It was like I think it was like a Young Thug or something like that.
Probably, most likely, yeah.
It's like, oh my god. He had the sneakers come out, and now he's a gangster because he got shot.
Right, supposedly. Cause I don't understand.
We're gonna have to cut that out.
Oh,
What's the name? The 50 Cent verse on Many Men.
yeah.
And it's like, and it's clear I'm here for a real reason, cause he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't been breathing. He gonna walk out to that on the Kuroko.
Hey man, I'm telling you, bro.
Presidential debate, next presidential debate.
Hey, they better be ready.
No, that's crazy. I mean, just on the scope. I'm not very political either, but it's just like this is a huge thing. Whenever the elections come up, and it's just like, damn, it looks real. It's crazy. Like it just looks wild.
It is.
What's going on in the States?
I like.
But that's all I gotta say about that.
I love it.
A lot of stuff going on in the States. But it's always like that. Once it gets hot, it gets really hot in the summertime. Crazy stuff be going on.
People lose their mind, man.
Losing their mind. They need to go to the beach.
Exactly.
Outside too much.
Yeah, outside too much, bro.
That's a lot.
But yeah, man. What else is going on? What else is happening? Shoot. What else is happening? I don't know.
All this hot weather, that's what happened. I tell you
Wow.
that. All this hot
No,
weather,
this
that's what
weather-
happened.
I've never experienced this weather like this. Ever.
Hey, bro.
Ever.
That joint right here, this
It's
hot.
different.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's different.
The sun might not be stinging, but it's more like a sun out here. I'm not
Yeah.
playing.
Every day,
Oh,
almost
my
every day.
God.
We had that cool week, but it's been hitting.
You said what? You said every day we almost had a cool week.
Last 2 weeks ago it was cool. Like
It was cooler.
It was cooler.
Cooler, yeah, cooler, but not cool. It's straight cool now, nah. Whew. But that joint was tough, but.
No AC life is.
Hey, that joint. Hey,
No joke.
hey, you'll pass out if you ain't ready. You'll pass out in a heartbeat. I'm telling you.
What else? What time is it, by the way?
3:51.
Y'all got anything on y'all mind y'all want to talk about?
Hey, man.
Y'all got anything y'all want to ask me? Y'all want to ask? Y'all got any like relationship questions?
Nah.
Y'all got any?
Never know a question with that. Never know a question with that.
I don't know if I'm due for relationships.
Who?
You said relationships. I don't know if I do those.
I ain't got no opinion on that. Hey, if you're in a relationship, I'm happy for you. If not, we outside. We outside.
We outside.
We outside.
Shout out to everybody that's being outside.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Shout
stay
out to
safe out here. It's dangerous now. Stay safe.
Now shout out to everybody in the relationship too, because
hey, love hard to
it's
find
getting
out here
crazy
now.
there.
I'm trying to tell you now.
It's
Hey,
getting crazy. It's getting a little wacky. It's getting a little wacky. You know what? Not lately. It's been a little while. There's a Kanye interview, and he's talking to who's he talking to? Big Boy. I think he's talking to Big Boy from Big Boy's Neighborhood, and he was saying something like, "Instagram got your beat, Twitter got your beat, Facebook got your beat," because he was asking him a question like, I forget what it was. What it was. But the moral of the story is this. I'm seeing a lot of relationships. I'm seeing a lot of women and men do this shit too. Like, they're just they're so wrapped up in like trying to show the outside world who they want to be like and not worrying about who's actually in front of them, like in the reality. Like our world is becoming so like stretched out, and we're not getting a grasp on like reality. And there's still a reality here. But it makes you think like this VR, the virtual reality stuff is coming up. All these things are, coming up, and it's like, what's gonna happen to the tangible reality? Like the stuff that we can touch.
Exactly.
What's gonna happen to that? It's odd to think about, but we're really like moving ourselves away from it every day. You see it with the kids too. Like the kids are not playing. They're just like this.
iPad kid.
Exactly. What quick back then they tell put that game down and go outside.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if you're gonna play with a stick, at least you outside. You know what I'm saying? Like
you come home and that light turns on outside.
yeah, exactly.
You come shower and get dinner.
The
Go to sleep.
The physical reality that we live in, like what's happening to it. It's literally like we're losing. I don't know how to really explain. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a physicist or anything like that. But it's odd, and I feel like it's in the relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like women and men, they're worried about who you're talking to on social media. They're worried about this and that other person on social media, except the person that's like right
in front of you.
Like let's rock together. Let's do something together. Let's actually speak about things. You know what I'm saying? It's weird.
It's like everybody gotta go to the internet now. Like nobody don't like you know what I'm saying? How can I say it? Nobody don't keep stuff at home.
Yeah.
You know, everybody wanna post it. I'm like, dang.
Word.
Like some stuff I wanna keep private, man.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like remember Mind Your Business? Or Mind Your Business was a thing?
Yeah. That jump went out the window.
That's one of like the virtues of growing up, right? Like,
yeah. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
You get told
Have
that.
patience.
Yeah.
And mind your business.
And mind your business, yes, exactly.
Patience is a virtue and mind your business. Nah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Hey, that's another thing too for out here. You gotta have some patience. Okay, if not, I promise you will get mad by yourself real quick. Okay, if you get mad and start spazzing, ain't nobody gonna understand you what you say.
And they're gonna take it as like, oh, he's mean. You're being mean.
Exactly. Or what they see on TV, they're like, oh, so this how you really act. It is for real. I'm like, no, it's not.
You do gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Especially being like this.
I know, exactly.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's a whole nother story right there.
Word.
Like especially when me and him go out, I feel like the whole world stops in time. Like it's kind of crazy. One time, me and Big Ray got off the tram, and we were just chilling there, and he's trying to talk to me, and I'm looking past him, and I'm like, "Hey, yo," and he's like, "Bro, what are you looking at?" I'm like, he turns around. I promise you, the whole sidewalk is literally looking at us. Like they're just like.
Yeah, just like that. You think I'm
like,
bad.
Bro, what? Like, do I got something on my face? Like,
right. I just turned my ground like, oh my God.
Yeah, I got something crazy on my shirt or something.
Right.
Like, it was wild. Like, that was like, and it was like one of the first weekends we ever went out together.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was wild, bro.
Like, people like will walk by. Like, it happened this weekend. We were walking, and then two girls walked past us, and then they turned around and like, I was like, bro.
I was like, what? I'm like, hey, okay, appreciate it.
And you would think like it's Budapest. Like, don't you know this is the capital? Like, this is not just the small town of Hungary. There's gonna be people that come here, but that's another odd thing. Like the perspective of even your own country sometimes here. They're just like, why would you come here? Because it's really beautiful here. It's different, and there's a lot of history here. Do you know that?
Exactly.
You know, so, okay. But you live in the USA. Have you been to the USA? No. All right, well then, how can you compare? You know, you can't really compare. But I don't know if that's like an education thing or just a people person thing. You know, like having a closed mind or whatever the case may be. But yeah, you run into that a lot, and it's just like, I want to carry a sign like, I just got here yesterday. I don't speak your language, but I really like it here.
Exactly.
So let's talk about something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think that like social media plays a role into that? Like thinking of like America, like I wouldn't say like America's like popping like that. You know
It has to be. It has to be, because why would you think that I should stay in one place because it's such like this grandiose thing, then come in and not be here, you know?
Yeah.
We have companies, we have high buildings, we have all these things, but you have these things here too, you know.
And cheaper at that.
Yeah.
So man.
You know,
I can't, bro. Them prices that come up, I'm looking like, I didn't want to eat that.
Right, exactly.
Like cancel that.
Like cancel that order, bro. I'm just playing, bro. I don't want it.
But when you go back home, you realize, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
Things
kind
be
of messed
smooth.
up just a tad bit,
Things
but
be smooth. Yeah, it's a little bit more of a, and that's what we're accustomed to, So
yeah.
it does feel good to be home for sure. When you get home and that you sit down, that we go to the customs, you just like, okay, yeah, USA is something. we got things going on, but then also you know the other bull that happens as well. So
Yeah, that jump be crazy. So what is you said that we had a question for you. So what is your funnest nights you had out here? Like what is one of your favorite nights you had?
this season,
Over here, like just a nightlife experience that you really enjoy. Like man, I can do this again.
this season. Nothing really pops out in my head as like a super, super, super exciting night. Except that one time when we were out with a certain somebody and they got really, they had a really good time.
Great time.
They had a really good time.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
Other than that, I think like, going to like the concerts, the festival, music, like cool, cool nights. They're dope nights.
Yeah.
But nothing amazing. You know what I would really love to experience here in Hungary, like a rooftop club or rooftop bar where they have music going and you have the rooftop and you're just like looking around and you have like a 360 view and it's just a vibe going. There was a spot that I went to a couple weeks ago, Pullman, and it had a nice little terrace, but it didn't have like that 360 view, and I didn't stay long, so I didn't have that vibe. But one of those nights would be cool, and maybe a festival this week. Not this week, but another time during the summer would be dope. But nothing crazy, nothing wild, nothing wild.
What would you say like your favorite, your top 3 places to party or like go out nightlife?
In Europe?
Anywhere in the world.
Istanbul. From me so far in my life, Istanbul, 100% to go out and party at night. There's just so many flavors. There's so many pockets you can hit in a close proximity, and it's going all night. And you have those rooftop bars and things like that I was talking about. The vibe is insane. Istanbul, Warsaw, Poland was dope. But it could be relative. Like I was younger there, I was moving around more, so that could be the reason. Istanbul, I think it doesn't matter how old you are, it's just like that. And Tokyo. Tokyo might be number 1 because it's just Tokyo.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to go
and
there.
the crazy thing about it is I didn't even really go out that much. My first season and the second season, we didn't really go out that much. One, because we lived so far away from like Shibuya, Shinjuku, all those places. We lived like an hour away. So getting down there is a little bit of a hassle. And we had practice and stuff all the time. But my second season, we lost like all of our games. So like, it wasn't fun.
Yeah, I know.
So
Imagine.
you don't want to go out and,
Yeah.
but we went out a couple of times, but shoot, Tokyo has everything. It has hip hop, R&B. If you want to do some karaoke, if you want to do some, I don't know if it has country. I checked. But if you want to do like the Asian like K-pop, like kind of vibe, they have joints like that. And those are pretty cool. They have like light shows and stuff like that. It's cool. But it's just a vibe, and it's Tokyo. So you're seeing the vibes, you're feeling the vibes, everything, and then the food is amazing. Oh. You can go to 7-Eleven and get like the best chicken you ever had at like 3 a.m. Like that, the
Sounds
food
good.
everywhere is just amazing. So it's really cool. Tokyo is Tokyo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, Tokyo, Istanbul, like 1 and 2, and then Warsaw, cool spot. And then like a close third also is when I was in Malaga, when I was in Spain.
So
The
I can
night,
only imagine.
it was like you go to nice dinner, you have the sangria on the terrace, on the cobblestone, the waiters they're just like, they just trying to make you have the best time of your life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you go to a club and the club is just lit.
Yeah.
The club is lit, it's
Yeah.
full, it's a huge club and it's just a good time. And it's nice weather. So, yeah, for sure. Definitely. Good times, good times.
So you ain't gonna throw Atlanta in there? You know what I'm saying?
I never really partied in Atlanta. I'm still really new to Atlanta. You want to talk about the USA? Boston. Boston is a sleeper. Cause you have New York City and you have Boston, so you're just like, I'm gonna go to New York City. Shout out to all my Brown University alums. Boston is like that. Boston is like that. And I think because for me, I like when it's concentrated, when things are concentrated. So if you're not feeling this place, you go jump to this spot. If you're not feeling this place, you go jump to this spot. And every spot's really popping. It's just like, what's the real vibe? Yeah. And you're not gonna lose out because you're gonna find your vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because you can just hop over to that spot. Boston is like that, and it has a different feel than New York City. It has more of like a European feel, more or less. It's like that. But no, I've been really partying in Atlanta like that. LA, my brother was out there, never really partied out there like that. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that.
Boston.
No, I'm talking about Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta?
Atlanta and LA.
LA.
I gotta go to the West. That's on my bucket list. So
I've been to LA. We didn't party or nothing like that, but it was just a nice vibe, like the air.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut some air out there too.
It was fun, for sure.
Y'all need to check out Nashville, which y'all really need to do.
That's right next door to me. Now,
Nashville is lit.
I hear.
That's probably my number one spot in the States.
That's a hop, skip, and a jump. That's close by, and that's kind of close to you too, no?
Yeah.
Tennessee.
But my best spot, I'm always gonna say Florida though, because Florida, man.
Florida's lit.
I had some towns out there, man. Just different parts, not just Miami. Like I've been to Daytona, Tampa Bay. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Kiss Me, Kissimmee, or something like that. I had some great times out there.
Yeah.
So that's my spot to party at.
Yeah. AZ is low key pretty fun. Scottsdale, Old Town, fun out there.
Have you guys seen that the YouTube channel? I forget the lady's name. Can't think of it right off my head, but it's the show. It's like pop a balloon and find love.
What, they had like 20 balloons and like one person?
Nah, maybe it's a derivative role for this show, but it's like 6 or 7 single women will stand there with the balloon, and then a single guy will come in, and they'll like pop a balloon, and they'll like ask questions and stuff like that. I thought this was based in Atlanta, but it's in Arizona.
Oh
yeah,
wow.
it's in
You should go there, bro.
You should go on that joint.
You should go there, bro.
It's hilarious.
I might have to hit the email.
Yeah.
I'm back home. Let me tap it.
It's blowing up though. It's crazy.
Oh, I know.
The episodes are doing crazy numbers.
I think we should just start it next year.
I was thinking about it.
Hey, that'd be fun.
But you can't have nice things. You can't have nice things. So yeah. But y'all have anything else?
No.
We just wanted to just kick back, kind of just let the people know what's going on.
Hey man, life is good.
Life is good.
Make sure you live it to the fullest, cause you never know when it's your last day.
Live it to the fullest.
Hey, he knows the best. I promise you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Indeed. That's cool. So let's end it off that. What would be your slogan for this season?
Okay. All right, my slogan for this season, it's not all about how you start, it's about how you finish. That's my slogan.
That's a good one.
It's all about how you finish. No matter how ugly it may seem, you gotta see it through and have a strong finish. Even if you come up short, it don't matter as long as you finish. That's all I would say.
That's a good one.
What about you, bro?
Trying to think, like, I would say like rents due, like every day, like you gotta progress yourself to do something to make sure you pay rent. And like rent can be anything. Rent can literally be physically your rent, or like you going to the gym and putting in the work for you to go on the football field and stuff like that. So like that's one thing that I would 100% say. Like always keep your mind motivated and see the goal. There's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, that was kind of like light at the end of the tunnel was kind of something that not that, but let's see. Mine would be all right. Let me think of something. Let me think of something more fresh, something fresh, a fresh idea. Stand up tall, stand up strong, even when all the weight in the world is trying to push you down. Yeah.
That's some real stuff, though.
Yeah. Cause that would be it. Stand up tall, stand up strong, even when all the weight of the world is trying to push you down. Word.
Clip that, chat. Clip that.
I tell you,
Send it to Reddit. Send it to everybody. You know what I mean? They're gonna go viral. Word. So yeah. Again, like it was a good season. It was a solid season. Exciting. Learned a lot, and definitely taking the lessons learned and putting them towards good positivity and more success, because that's the only way to do it, and that's the only way it should be. So, y'all got anything else for the people? Talk to the people too. Holla at them. Let them know you're here.
Hey, shout out to these two. My first season overseas, being like really away from family. I appreciate them for like taking me under wing and making sure I was good throughout. Last 6 months I was here, making it literally one of my favorite years I've ever lived so far. So just want to keep that up.
Respect. Ray?
Shoot. Thank you for coming along this journey with us. I appreciate Coach Whyte, and I appreciate my boy Jay. My second year, I can't complain, man. Like I said, I'm just blessed to be out here, and I hope to be in Europe for another year. Just keep growing as a player and as a person, and make sure y'all stay safe out here.
So even where we live in.
Indeed. I appreciate you guys 100%. It's been a pleasure to meet you in person after the back and forth on the off season. Definitely a great experience for me as well. Getting to know you guys, getting to bring you guys out here, and I look forward to y'all futures. You know that I'll have you back. You know that I'm gonna try to put my influence in as much as I can to get you guys to the next level. And man, congrats, and let's have a good, healthy, and strong off season.
Yerp.
Thanks again, guys, for watching. This is the Essence Extracts with your man, your boy, Andre Whyte. Peace.
Another Dander production.